what is the first thing that comes to mind when you think rock? Sex, drugs, anti-establishment, rebels, girls swooning over tattooed, bare-chested male rock stars? What then if the headbangers are women themselves? We got rocking and talking to singers and drummers from different rock bands from across the country to find out what it was like to be touring with the boys and to get primarily a male audience to take them seriously.
Acoustic goddesses or priestesses of funk, soul seductresses or head-banging glamazons. If there is one guaranteed constant about the story of women in rock, it's definitely not just sex, drugs and rock and roll. On the contrary, it's about reinventing stereotypes and challenging gender equations in a traditionally strong male bastion.
A girl who used to be a rock singer is going to play for a death metal band. There's a lot of, let's say, not too ill feelings towards me.
Most people are a little shocked. A woman singing rock, how can you do it? You can't do it. It's not your forte. It's not a girlish thing to do. It's a very guy thing. Sort of, go and do your thing. This is our domain.
The Indian rock scene used to be just that, male-dominated, completely testosterone-driven, with flaunting bare torsos and druggy eyes. Almost sounds ironic and regressive for a medium that unabashedly propagates the freedom of expression, sometimes bordering on issues of political or social taboo.
If I had a day. Rock music has for years been gender oriented. It's always a certain image that comes with it, butch, grungy, booze drinking, drugs smoking. It's always been this image, and I think it just takes one person to just stand up and do their thing really right and break that bias.
But as with women rockers in the rest of the world, it's changing in India too, thanks to some legendary minds, path-breaking performances and cold leather combos. When Bangalore-based Mind Snare auditioned Yasmin as their drummer, they realized that with her in the group, the equations within Mind Snare would change. For better or worse, they were ready to experiment with the X Factor.
You relate to a girl a lot deeper in some ways than you do to a guy. With a guy, it's all joshing around and one professional thing. But some things like talking about the kind of lyrics we write, talking about music, talking about the ethics, those are the things I can really discuss with Yas about.
If Bangalore's death metal circuit has accepted Yasmin as a regular, Chennai too has been scorched by rock band No Idea's lead vocalist Nanditha, and she loves every minute of it. From being on an endless road trip and staying in cheap hotels to scripting lyrics for the group and winning accolades at the Great Indian Rock Show. She may be one among the boys now, but does her femininity ever come in the way?
I think I shock them more than they shock me, and they say whatever they want to say. They behave just how they want to behave, and I like that. They're not lewd or obscene or anything like that. But if they want to say something that's very guy-like, they'll say it in front of me, and I will comment accordingly. I'm very honest and very brash that way. So if anything, I'm a little more boyish than they are.
At times there's too much testosterone around, it gets a little tense, and with her around it, we calm down.
Women like Nanditha and Yasmin have managed to blast stereotypes with their sonic assaults, and they believe that if they have to keep the momentum going for themselves, their group, their fans and future women rockers, it would have to be a mix of the physics of new rhythms and sounds along with the chemistry of their camaraderie.
For me, it's really experimental, so there's lots of space for me to mess around and I can go mad in places and play rhythms over rhythms and change structures, and yeah, it's really good fun composing and playing it.
I don't believe that you can take the most amazing musicians and put them in one room and ask them to jam a song, but they won't sound half as good as probably a band of musicians who care for each other and who are passionate about music.
India is still looking for a Janis Joplin or an Alanis Morissette. We're still looking for a professional all-girl rock band, and we reckon if rock divas made money for music labels across the world, there's no reason why they shouldn't work here. Reality Talent Hunts, is anyone listening?